Please note that this is not a kid-friendly channel. This channel is for adult collectors, for anime figures, collectibles, and various other anime items.
Greetings to you, my beautiful nerd people. It is I, Rachel S. How's it going? I have a lovely figure review for you today, and these I bought all off my good friend Leanne's Anime. She is a brilliant seller on Facebook, so I highly suggest that you check her out. She gets really good figure stock, mostly a lot of Dragon Ball, My Hero Academia, Hatsune Miku, and various other animes like Sword Art and ReZero, so I highly suggest her service. She's really nice, really friendly, and in this current time, we need to support our fellow anime sellers because, you know, conventions have been cancelled, they need to make money, and we want our anime figures. So I kindly bought this lot from her, so she did some really good prices for me. So I've got these lovely 4 figures for you. So I have the Broly BWSC Coliseum figure. Love this because I needed this to go with the Chilai figure I reviewed previously. I have the Demon Slayer Tanjiro Volume 6 figure, so I needed this to go with my set. I'm still after a Netsuko and Inosuke, so fingers crossed I can find them. I have the Winter Image Hatsune Miku, which is absolutely beautiful, so I'll show you soon. And the lovely Fullmetal Alchemist Edward Elric figure. I've been after this for quite some time as this is a price figure, so I was absolutely stoked when she got this into stock. So I'm gonna review them one by one and show you. So I'm just gonna review Broly first and then show you the rest. Okay guys, so first up we have is this lovely figure, this bad boy. This is the BWSC Broly figure, so this is from the World Coliseum series. So in this set there are 2 figures, obviously this is from the DBZ Broly movie. I actually like it. I love that movie. I still got to say Battle of Gods is probably my favourite. This movie will probably be second, and the Frieza movie will probably be third. Even though I love Frieza, he is my favourite villain. I still think the animation in this is top notch, and obviously the first movie I love because, yeah, Lord Beerus, he's got me into that character in the first place. So anyway, these are the 2 figures in the set. So I already have this Chilai. I reviewed that a little while ago. Love that figure. It's a beautiful figure. I really wish they would do more female characters in DBZ because at the moment a lot of Bandai and Presto stuff's really overly focused on Gogeta and just all the goddamn how many variations of Goku and Super Saiyan God Blue and Ultra Instinct Vegeta, and yeah, it just gets a bit boring. So it would be cool if they did some more characters like Mr. Satan, if they did even like characters like Nail or Lord Guru. They'd be really popular, especially with the DBZ community, because obviously a lot of them will probably watch Team 4-Star and DBZ Abridged. But anyway, I was glad to get this anyway because, yeah, this is a really cool figure. So just a few facts about this figure. So this is released by Presto and Bandai, and this was released back in January this year. So I think it was released on January 30th, so not too long after my birthday, which was cool. It stands at about 19 centimeters tall, so yeah, it's quite a big tall boy, so I've got to try and make some room in my cabinet just behind here to fit in. And it's just a standard PVC figure, so it's going to look really super awesome. So I'm just going to pop it on the table. So I've got them already open to save some time. So so here is the figure in general. So a really nice super sculpt on this. They're, as always, Presto and Bandai do a top-notch job when it comes to details on their figures. So he's got his scar on the chest. They've done the muscle detail really well. Usually with Broly figures, it's really OTT, but they've done this sculpt just right. It's really cool. I like how they've done the detail of the skirt that he wears, obviously with his friend, is it Ban, I think he called him? Ban's ear, which was kind of sad. And he's got his uniform on that he's given to, I think it's when he joins the Frieza Force. So yeah, he's got the purple trousers, he's got the Saiyan boots and the wristbands. And I actually didn't realise a little while ago after the movie, it was pointed out how he actually got the clothes he was wearing as an adult when they encountered him on the planet, and the Saiyan that was with them that they killed, they actually pretty much just looted him and gave him all the clothes, which I thought was a bit dark and mean. But yeah, you know, with Saiyans, it's the battle of survival, and this was before, you know, Goku and everything. So yeah, so I'm just going to show you a couple close-ups of the figure. So the hair is really well done. It's not too sickly a green. It's just right. So it's the balance between the yellow hair of the Super Saiyan and the Super Saiyan God hair. Sorry, the Ultimate Super Saiyan hair, sorry, I should say. The facial sculpt's well done, so they've done a great job sculpturing the face and all the muscle details, so all the lines in his face from his, his crumpled brow and all the detail around the face, like all the scratches on his face from battle damage. And they've done really cool features on like stuff like the wrist cuffs. So sorry if my camera's not focusing. See, there's all like the little scratchy details, kind of like comic book style. I actually like they haven't done it plain. They've added some texture, which is really cool. And yeah, and then just down to the muscles on his legs and everything. And I love the boots. I'd actually wear a pair of boots like these if I could. And just on the base, it's just the logo for the Banpresto World Coliseum. So this lovely bad boy was actually sculptured for a competition. As you know, BWC figures are sculpted in a competition, and then they basically choose the top 5 or top 10, and then basically the figure that gets the most votes basically gets made. So this figure was made by this lovely gentleman, so Hiroyoku Nakazawa. So thank you for this beautiful figure. So that's the Broly figure. So let's get on to the next one. So the next figure I'm going to review is the Demon Slayer figure. So this is Tanjiro. If you've never watched the anime before, as always from my reviews, I highly recommend it. It's such a good show in anime, and I really can't wait for the movie. So this is just Tanjiro in his standard uniform of the Demon Corps. So without the his really recognizable cape of the green and black checkers from his hometown. So this is from volume 6 of the figure series, so there's been quite a few, and in this set is this one, which is the one we got here of Tanjiro, and the one of Giru in his standard garb, and this is I think this is just the normal variant, because there's a normal variant and a sepia variant. Actually, I think this is the sepia variant on here because it's a very darker sort of washed color, because his coat is really bright green and yellow. So yeah, I think this is the sepia version as well, because this should usually be a very bold bright black. So yeah, I was actually wrong. I got the sepia variant of this, but I don't care because it's a stand-up figure. So just a few facts about this figure. This stands at about 16 centimeters tall, so not much under taller than Broly. It's made from just, again, standard PVC. And this was made again by Banpresto and Bandai, who always are the best when it comes to anime figures. And yeah, I love this. So I really want the next series. I think it's a series 5, the previous one to this, where there's Netsuko, his sister, and Inosuke, that crazy little, is Tanjiro. So as you can see, the face sculpt is always lovely. As again, with the Hatsune earrings, they don't bother going into full detail, as they usually have black lines, but again, as they're so tiny, I'm guessing that they never bothered. But as you can still see the sun and the hill on his earrings. They've done a cool sculpt on the hair, so they've done a sort of 2-blend colour, so they've done a black and sort of a washed down scarlet colour, which makes it a lot bolder. Obviously he does have that sort of hairstyle in the anime to make it stand out. And obviously they've done the decals really well, so they've done his scar, which apparently has something to do with the future of the series, but I'm not reading ahead, I'm watching the anime. And obviously the eyes are really nice and bold, they've got that really nice style. I love the eye style in this anime, it's just so nice, they pop. They remind me of the old school style they used to do for card character Sakura, where they had like the hatching in the eyes. But yeah, I love these. That's just I can't talk today. Super nice. And as you can see, with the sepia variant of the uniform, it's still really nice and bold. They've done the white really well. They've done the detailing on the clothes, like on the buttons. They've even put in little tiny stitch holes. And they've done the belt and all the detailing really well. So all the studs, the buckles, really well painted. And down to his shoes, where he's got his sandals and sort of socks. I'm not quite sure what to call these things on his legs. I kind of like leg guards, but they keep the trousers up to stop them from tripping over if they're running and they're in battle, which makes sense. Oh no! Tanjiro lost his head! I'm so sorry. Sorry, the head pops off quite easy if you sort of knock it. And just to the back of the figure, There's the logo, which is on all the Demon's Corpse. There's a little bit of a paint issue here, but I'm going to try and sort of scrape it off with a craft knife, just to try and not scratch the paint too much. And this logo, if you're not sure, basically is the kanji for Mitsu, which is extermination, and obviously that makes sense for the Demon Core. There is another name for them, which has the name Mitsu mixed in. I think it was Kimamitsu, if I remember. But yeah, still a really nice, super cool figure of Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. Okay, so next up we had the lovely Hatsune Miku, and I had to get this figure because I've seen this on the Crane Game app that I play, and I wanted this figure so much. I did about 10 attempts and I just could not get this figure, but as soon as Leanne had it, I had to buy it because it's just gorgeous. So as you can see, even from the box, it's just really nice, pretty pastel, and that's the original illustration what the figure is designed on. So just a few facts about the figure. So this is made by a new company. So this is made by a company called Furu, and a part of another company called Taito, and they are new in the anime figure business, but they have done amazing work. They do a lot of very obscure anime, a lot of gaming anime figures, and I know they do a lot of sword art and a lot of school Love Live figures. So yeah, hopefully they will do a lot more cool figures that will come into my collection. So the figure was released in January this year, so I think it was the 20th. And yeah, so it's this figure stands 18 centimeters tall, and again it's PVC and a mix of resin. So let's have a look at Miss Miku. And here she is. So this figure is absolutely stunning. I love it. I just love every detail of it. I love the paint, I love the decal, and I love the base stand. It's really super cute and pastel, which is the reason I got this figure. I am starting to get a bit of a Miku obsessive collection now. I think I've got about 7 Miku figures now, and I've just ordered another 2. She's just so pretty, and I love the music. It's just adorable. So let's just have a little bit of a closer look at her. So here is lovely Miss Miku. So as you can see, here's her facial detail. So just look at those eyes. They're just so beautiful. They're just so many tones and so much glitter and sparkle, and it just makes you want to hug her. Look how cute she is. She's just freaking adorable. I love what they've done with the hair. They've done this sort of two-tone blue, so from like a really nice sky blue to sort of another sort of darker blue, and then to this sort of whitened or like ice resin, which I think is really super nice. It makes the figure stand out, and it's even sort of like all the way down to the tips of her twin tails, which I love because it looks like ice, and obviously because this is a winter figure, it makes sense because it looks like ice. So she's got these lovely little ribbons in her hair which are shape of hearts, and they've got these little cute pom-poms on which look actually fluffy, but obviously they are PVC. And I love her costume. I love how they've done all the pleating on her top. It's really super cute. And again, decals on her top. They've done really cute little details with her ribbons on her sleeves, and they look super puffy. And all the ruffles on her skirt. And she's got these really cute, like fluffy bottomed shorts on, and again with the same pom-pom details as her ribbon. And she's got these really nice cute high over knee socks, and I love the sort of custard rhubarb custard sort of pastel colouring on them. Really nice. It breaks away from the black of her boots with these really nice sort of rose coloured little tips on the toes. And there's the heels of her boot, and obviously she's propped up by these 2 resin little pegs. And on the base, it's this really nice sort of lace patterned little piece with a ribbon, and there's all these lovely little sparkles and hearts and snowflakes all around, which really gives an overall nice look for the figure. And I like how it's kind of like a bit, again, it's like she's skating on ice, also sort of jumping. Well, you shouldn't jump onto ice, it's a bit dangerous, but you know what I mean. And just to the back of the figure, so obviously there's all the detail of her hair. So they've done her hair parting detail really nice, and they've also done some sort of details with her hair spreading into her twin tails. She's even got the ruffles on the back of her little shoulder cardigan. a lovely sort of navy bow which sort of flutters around from the back to the front. Obviously there's a little cute booty, and again all the detailing on the back of her socks. There is a little bit of a mild mark here, but obviously you're looking at the front of the figure, you can't really tell, because yeah, it's going to be beautiful on display. So that is the gorgeous Hatsune Miku snow figure. Okay, so we're on to our last figure of the review. So this is the probably a bit of an odd figure, this one. This one's actually been released twice. This was a Crane Game exclusive figure. So from what I found, this was actually released back in November of 2017, just before Christmas. I think it was on the 30th this was released, but you know, if you want to research it. So yeah, it was a price figure, and then it got re-released again last year in February, just at the beginning of February. So this figure is made by Furu, who are part of a company called Jaya, and yeah, again, another sort of new company to the figure game who do some amazing work. There's two figures in this series, so there's one of Edward Elric, so I wanted this one because FMA Brotherhood is probably one of my top 10 animes. If you've not watched FMA Brotherhood, go and bloody watch it, because it's amazing. It's 58 episodes of just pure action and storytelling. It's just really good. There's just so many characters. There's not one you'll dislike. Probably you'll like a villain, dislike a villain, or you'll like the villains more. you don't know. Yeah, so there's one of Edward Elric, and there's one of General Mustang, which I'm after, and luckily Leanne is getting Mustang next month, so that's going to be on my order list. And just the stand look around the box is pretty much just all the same glam images of Edward Elric, and on the bottom of the box is just the logo. So let's have a look at Mr. Edward Elric, and actually this is quite a massive box, but quite a surprisingly small figure. And if you watch FMA, you'll know that this guy does not like being told he's short. What did you call me? So just a few facts. So like I said, this was made by Furu, and yeah, released again last year in February, and it's again PVC, and yeah, it stands out about 60 centimeters tall, so about the same size as the Tanjiro figure. And let's just get some close-ups of this guy. So here we have Mr. Edward Elric. So as always, we'll look at the face first. So as always, they've done a really good sculpt with his hair. If I had a niggle, I would have liked a little bit more detail here at the front, so it doesn't look so flat, but I'm guessing they're trying to go with the Sao animation style that they had back when this was out. Christ, I think this was out like 10 years ago now, FMA Brotherhood. I still love the series, and I still like the cosplay from it. Olivia Armstrong's my favourite one to cosplay because she's just such a strong character. And again, the facial sculpt's really well done. They've not mismoulded the face or anything at all, and the decals on the eyes are just beautiful because he's got those really sort of deep gold eyes, which make him probably stand out more, because obviously a little bit of a bit of a history behind his dad and everything, and just how he looks like that. Obviously they've done the clothing all ripped and everything, and they've even got all his scars from his automail, and the automail's really nicely painted as well. They've got all different tones. They could have done a bit of a darker grey wash on some of the parts, like underneath here, like could have done some shading, but that's my only niggle. They've even done details right to the back of the shoulder, which is really cool, and even just some scars there, which is awesome. And they've done all his chains, because obviously he wears his State Alchemist pocket watch, and obviously his massive like big leather belt, which is really cool. I like how they've done the shading here as well, very, very nice. And down to his big ass brown boots, and sorry, the base is a little bit dusty because I've been meaning to review this for a little bit. So on the base there's the State Alchemist logo. So yep, for the Full Metal Alchemist. His boots are getting dusty. So yeah, a really nice figure. And then down to the back they've got his jacket, which is slightly battle damaged. So I think this is meant to be like a pose from the final battle with the father, leader of the homunculus, and there's his logo on the back of the coat. So really cool. And they've added some black wash. It kind of looks like soot and dirt, which makes sense because obviously if he's in the middle of a battle, he's not going to be super squeaky clean. So that was the Edward Elric figure. So guys, that was my little random figure review of the bundle I got. So I hope you enjoyed this review. As always, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, as I will be most appreciated to see some new friends to the Figure Collective community. So fingers crossed guys, I'll get my review boxes soon for Catchall Crate, and I hope you look forward to that. So anyway guys, I am going to say sayonara. Stay nerdy, stay happy, keep collecting, and stay inside and stay safe, my peeps. Bye!